Ask MDB, ladies and gentlemen. MDB at undergroundgarage.com. You can ask me anything you like. And Jimmy asks me, Jimmy's got a question. He's obviously going through some difficulties in his relationship. He's a working musician. He's on the road a lot, and he describes the difficulties of that. And the question is quite simply, do you believe rock and roll can sustain a relationship? Well, in my case, no. When I was young, and yes, now I'm, shall we say, I hit my 30s. I'm kidding. But it is so difficult when you're away from somebody for that length of time, exposed, if you'll pardon the expression, to so much temptation. I mean, it is just so difficult. You're in your late teens, you're in your 20s, and you've got a lover who you've known since you were 17, and you're deeply in love, and at least you think you are. You don't know much about it yet. My ethos about this is don't get married till you're 40, because that's kind of when you start to find out who you are and who you want to be with. But that's a tangent. The point is, and I'm trying to be very real here, and that is to answer your question correctly, concisely, because you are in your 20s and you are a young man and you're tested, and you say that to me in your wonderful email. And so what I would say is, it depends just how much you do love that person, because to me, unless you have an arrangement, monogamy is the way, because you want to share everything, and who wants to lie? I mean, who on earth? If I started to tell lies, I'd be back on dope. It would literally, all I need is a little push into the dark side. Boom, I'm gone. I'm in the abyss. I'm dangling like Dante's Inferno on the end of a pitchfork by some cartoon devil. And that's no good, man. The truth is everything. The truth is just so important, especially if you're away from each other. Now, in my day, there was no Skype. There's no cell phones. There's no readily available connection with people. But today there is, and I highly recommend that you, the rule is for me, don't be apart more than 2 weeks, and secondly, keep in touch every day, because then you know where they are, and you can trust them, and the trust builds. Very, very difficult, man. I have strayed, and I have messed up is the polite way of putting it, and I'm not proud of it at all. So I would say do your darndest, to keep a relationship together. Those moments are so fleeting on the road. You're so lonely and bored most of the time. Traveling is very, very trying on one, and you get into trouble. But please don't succumb to arbitrary temptation. Try and keep it together and do your best and be honorable. And that's it. And thank you so much for your question. I hope I don't sound like some proselytizing man, but I have been through this. I have been married more times than Mickey Rooney, so I kind of know what I'm talking about. But there you have it. Ask Michael, MDB at undergroundgarage.com. Thank you so much for your question. Keep them coming. I love them. Here come the Stones with I Just Want to Make Love to You.